when she was talking about it, she brought it up before we started the live stream. So before we get into anything else, she says, "Why are people so reluctant to get married?" Is that what you said?
Correct. I did.
Why did you ask that?
I think that now because everything is so easily accessible to everyone, right?
Hmm.
So it's like, okay, why get married? And the women today, it's like they just give it up so easy. Like, why would you want to be married if the next woman's gonna do it?
Well,
Like,
I got my thoughts about it, but I'm gonna wait until y'all say what y'all got to say. But, well, you know what? Let's start with Slimmy. Slimmy, why are people so reluctant to get married today?
Probably the laws.
mhm.
The laws against men, like the family court laws and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's probably the laws, and and then like I said before, like most people they're not really loyal, so
Right.
it's a lot of factors that a lot of moving parts with that, but I think those are the main ones. Like it's hard to find somebody you could spend a fucking week with, let alone a lifetime. So
Mm. Q Diddy, why are people so reluctant to get married today?
Because 50% of them opt out before they die.
Mm. If y'all didn't know those stats, would y'all still be skeptical?
Yeah, because like I got a lot of married people and they don't seem happy like most of the time.
Mm. Carrie, why are people so reluctant to getting married today? I'm gonna come back to you.
I think all of the above that they said, and I think people just don't trust that it's worth it. Like I don't think that they trust that their life will be better than what it already is. I don't think they necessarily will trust that they'll find somebody to be how they want them to be. I just think there's a lack of trust there for people.
From both, is it just as much lack of trust on both sides, men and women?
No.
I think it is a lack of trust, but for like different reasons. I think men are probably worried about really finding a good woman based off of what their definition of a good woman is. A loyal woman, a woman who's not out for some other ulterior motive. And I think women are more like all men are cheaters, or you don't have what I need you to have financially, or so different reasons. So.
Let's be honest.
From what I hear, I honestly believe that it's not as big as we say, but from what I hear, people are reluctant online. So let's assume that's true for now.
Let's just be honest, y'all. Okay, I mean it's a bad contract if you a man. That's just what it is. If you told a motherfucker, hey, we gonna put everything that you have ever worked for up for grabs, and we gonna base it on somebody's emotions, whether you get to keep it or not. And then flip the paper over and say, "Hey, sign this contract." Motherfuckers wouldn't sign it. It's stupid, bro. I'm pretty sure my wife won't get married again. I'm pretty sure I never get married again because we look at it like, okay, once we get married, we for to send like the love for to go through the stratosphere. We for to take it to another level. Like now, there was the same pussy I was getting, that I was engaged to for 4 years. There's nothing different. I've been married to you. The minute I got in a committed relationship, I've been had to die for you. I've been had to pay your bills. I've been had to guide you. So when I got married, all I got was more responsibility.
So then why did you do it?
I mean, to legitimize. Okay, so this is the thing. I wanted to make my wife a righteous woman. She deserved to be a wife and whatever that came with it. Like she don't deserve to walk around society as a girlfriend while doing everything she does as a wife. So you wanted to make her a righteous woman, kind of like Offset. He made Cardi a righteous woman. But see, that's just what it is, bro. It's just you don't want your girl out here like looking stupid, so you do this, but at the same time, you really running the rat race when you do this shit because everything is up for grabs.
I mean, but what's up for grabs if everybody always says the average man makes $40-something thousand? Like, what are you losing? You think you're paying spousal support on that? Because you're not.
Okay, so let me tell you what's more dangerous than taking half from a rich nigga. Taking half from a broke nigga.
From a broke nigga.
Okay. Hold on, because you got to understand this. Anton will eventually bounce back.
Right.
My ground zero is zero. You might have to die about this shit.
So, okay, the stats say something like the average man makes like 46,000, the average woman makes like 36,000 or something like that. Like, what are you losing in a situation like there's only $10,000 difference?
Okay, 40,000 ain't shit, right? But no. You see, she gonna keep her 30-some thousand, and then gonna take yours and add to her shit.
I think that's Kim. I think that's another, but I think that's another internet thing. That's why I said what I said at the end, because most of the people I know who are divorced, nobody's getting like alimony, and
that's exactly.
It's not, and I'm not saying it doesn't happen to everyday people. I'm not saying that. Right. I'm just saying I didn't start hearing so much about this whole like, don't get married because if you get a divorce, she's gonna take you to court for half. And I didn't start really hearing that outside of Eddie Murphy till the internet.
Right, because in real life it doesn't happen. A man who's making 40,000 and a woman who's making
it does happen in real life. You can't say in real life it doesn't happen. It came from somewhere.
I got granddaddies
who are losing their money.
I got granddaddies and uncles who speak about this shit in the same tone the Jews speak about Nazis. Like it's bad.
Child support is not alimony, Chad.
Child support is worse because it's every month.
No. Somebody said child support is alimony, and I'm saying that's not the same thing.
Imagine somebody taking like when you was with them, what you was given was enough, but now they telling you we want $800 a month for the kids that really cost $200 a month, and you know they only doing this to be spiteful, bro. That type of shit you will never recover from mentally as a man.
You're right.
And then you taking it every month. Like, I don't got the same bills that you using the money to pay your bills with. Bro, all our uncles was telling us never to get married.
So why wouldn't it be
now my uncles, I'm telling you they were.
But why wouldn't it be never to have children if the child support is the issue?
That's not what my uncle said.
It's
I'm about to say, meanwhile, all my family is like, get married.
That's because you a girl.
No, my uncles didn't say that either.
You gonna win.
My whole family said was always huge advocates for marriage, so it's a little different for me.
And again, if child support is the real problem, why are you not saying don't have children?
It's all inclusive. You know you gonna have children. It's like the woman come with the kids, the kid come with the woman. Sometimes that's why they marry the woman, because of the kids. Like, let's not act like these two things are separate from each other when you know it's not.
But they can be. You don't have to have children just because you're married.
Okay, yeah, I'm married with no kids. What's wrong with her pussy?
What do you mean what's wrong with her? Y'all might agree not to have children.
Yeah, okay. Now you gonna have niggas criticizing your box.
Can I say something?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna find what you just said offensive.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that because I'm very transparent with like my life. I'm almost 44 years old, and I was married for 5.5 years. I went through IVF, and I had 2 rounds of IVF. I did all of those things with like whatever I had to do with what happened to my body, right?
Okay.
I was not able to conceive.
Okay.
It was only for medical things that I went through. So when someone says, "What's wrong with you?" or "What's wrong with that?" like that's kind of offensive to someone that has gone through some things that they are not in control of.
But did I lie though? Something was wrong.
I'm just saying, sometimes you don't know what people go through because that's what they're given. God gives you things in your life that it just happens.
And that's cool, but it's different. You are anomaly here in this situation. I'm really not speaking about you, but if you marry, you 40 plus, and ain't a nigga believed in you yet, and you ain't got no kids, then goddamn me, I'm asking the questions. What's wrong with you? And that's usually what it is. It's usually not your situation 98% of the time. So we get it. But you know, this ain't gonna take away from the fact because you got feelings. Sorry, it's like that, but the facts are the facts.
But sometimes things happen, and sometimes
It do.
You know?
But that don't mean I can't tell you the truth.
sometimes it's y'all.
Sometimes it is. Sometimes it is.
Yeah, like I mean, it could be anything. Like sometimes people don't want to have kids. Some people do. Like everything's different.
Yeah. But usually if you 27 plus and you ain't got no kid, that cause a nigga don't believe in you. Like you can't, they don't even think you're gonna be a good single parent.
You feel the same way about men who are 20 plus with no children? Women don't believe in them?
Hell yeah. Cause like you got to think like these women that have anybody kids, so they go abort yours. Like nigga, what the fuck wrong with you?
Not black women.
The fuck? Yeah, I'm looking at this nigga different. Like, this not the place to be honest tonight.
So you don't think people can just choose not to have children and
Oh no.
be responsible?
I met a lot of people that did.
Right, especially men. So you don't think that that's like a thing?
Them niggas won't believe then. Trust me.
That's crazy.
At 20 something, what's the cutoff for that?
I'm saying if you 27 and you pretty, I know that pussy like throwing a hot dog down a hallway. Like if a nigga ain't trying to believe in you at that age, baby, you trash. You
Is that
trash.
a known phrase? Because that other guy said that.
He probably heard me say it before. It's cool. I'm tripping.
Yeah, hot dog. That means you're a whore.
You trying to put a tic tac in a whale mouth. It just ain't gonna happen, baby. I'm just.
I ain't heard that one, nigga.
Hey, see, you know, like if I don't see how Slim ain't got right now. I ain't gonna hold you, cuz.
Well, you think he cute? Is that why they say that?
I don't know. I don't know what type of.
If you can say you handsome,
they don't want that DNA, cuz that one thing for sure. But no, I'm just gonna be honest, man.
Thursday, Slimmy is handsome. So you're saying by 30, anybody who doesn't have children just hasn't been chosen.
Especially if you're a woman, especially because your prime is from 16 to 30. Okay, so if you ain't got a child at them years there, you having leftover kids out today. Like you just taking anybody's semen at that time.
What's a leftover
So
kid?
you're taking anybody.
What's leftover semen? It's just anybody. Any nigga nut in and you gonna have his baby. You don't give a fuck who it is. You don't care. Like just get me pregnant so I can be a mama at this point.
That's hilarious.
That's the truth.
I've never heard that. That's actually
That's the truth. Y'all join my religion, the Hebrew lights.
no.
We definitely.
You ain't gonna be not eating.
You can come down.
Let me ask a couple more. Miss Sanchez, and then I'm coming to you, Molly. Why are people so reluctant to get married?
From what I hear, it's the failure. And then most people like to just get up and leave. When things aren't going right, I just want to pack my stuff and get out. I don't want to have to sign papers. I don't want to have to come up with agreements. When you going to get these kids? Who get this house? So I think it's just like they said, the contract, the paperwork, and just failure.
Wait, so you'll pack up and leave that fast?
Like either. Or the same vagina.
It's just, hold on, say that again.
Some people don't want the same dick for the rest of their life or the same vagina.
That ain't never ever been the problem.
It has.
I constantly compare vagina to reruns, like or your favorite episode. Like we'll watch this episode of Martin every time it come on, and that's what it's like to be getting the same vagina for 30 years. Like you know this motherfucking show word by word, but you're gonna watch it every time because it's your favorite episode.
Then why y'all step out? If it's your favorite, why do y'all step out?
And we're not stepping out. Listen, you never thought you had nothing to do with me stepping out.
Why do you step?
Don't ever give yourself that much credit.
If it's not the pussy or whatever y'all want to call it, why do y'all step out?
Can you use a better word?
No, I like pussy. That's cool. Listen, you got to understand this. The only thing that's better than that long-term loyal pussy we were just talking about is some new pussy. And it ain't because of yours. You got the best shit I ever had. But I just want to
I won't cheat on you, Erica.
Like that's how niggas think. He just want to see what that pussy like. Yeah, like baby, yeah, she ain't fucking with your pussy. I need to be able to tell her that with truth.
You willing to risk the good pussy, the best pussy you ever had, for a one night new pussy?
Why are you
that's probably
pointing to yourself?
It's come on.
Oh, I'm tapping on my table.
What is Q Diddy talking about? No, it's just
You can't say she the best.
It looks like you
And
rubbing Anton's head.
no, it's just it's not even.
Hold on, let me put my hands up here so we can see my.
We not going into the pussy trying to compare it to the next or no shit like that. We just going into the pussy just trying to see what it like. I'm just trying to give the pussy appraisal, basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Insurance man. Okay.
Yeah. I want to tell the guys, hey, yeah, bro, I think that you should do that. That's just a pussy appraisal.
For somebody else?
Let me ask Molly. Molly, why do you think that people are so reluctant to get married?
So who was that?
I think it's because of just my opinion, social media, and then just us being in a society where women are independent and don't have to get married, and they don't prioritize kids and family. So, long story short, I really think that's
I'm tired
why
of y'all
people are not
blaming.
getting married.
Girl, I so agree with you.
I'm tired of y'all blaming all of our now issues on social media.
A lot
Like,
of people.
I mean, but how can you not, when you know what everybody is doing and thinking, how can you not blame it on that?
Yo,
When
grandma,
you have everybody putting, it's so much information there, and most people
yes.
are toxic. So it's a bunch of toxic information. Most people use social media as their diary.
Listen,
How is it not?
your grandma had
And dating
encyclopedias.
apps.
Your grandma had encyclopedias. She didn't use that information to move to another country and fuck with these people.
But
They had-
encyclopedias weren't telling her what the other women were getting or what the other men were doing. So
And then
encyclopedia,
and women think they have a bunch of options now.
right?
Whether they do or don't, the perception is I can get any man I want if I take this picture.
But to blame it on social media though, that's
Yeah,
so.
you can't compare the two though.
You can't see a correlation between people, like
No,
relationships kind of
no,
falling
because
apart
y'all knew that it's been
since we've
better.
been sharing. Uh-huh.
But now y'all knew about better. You knew there has always been celebrities. You knew that it was always better. They knew about Hollywood. They knew about LA, all the way back yonder. The difference is y'all got money now. And
Who's y'all?
Women.
Not really. Most women is broke.
No.
Let's be honest.
No, hold on. Y'all have enough money to go somewhere else and struggle. Like y'all.
Here's the thing. I agree with that, right? I do think that the downfall of marriage was women working, right? I think the downfall of family and society in general is women working.
I agree.
Because women don't deal with, like, I don't think anything has changed. Men had families across town, across railroad tracks, across the street, dealing with your grandmother, great grandmother, all that. But the women couldn't leave because they had 10 kids and no job. So I think that
where do y'all get that from?
That's facts.
It's true.
These are facts. My grandma,
Big mama,
my great grandma.
So I think that the difference is that women now have jobs and they're like, oh, okay, well, I don't have to deal with this. But the other part of that is, although, yes, they could imagine maybe things were different in Hollywood, it was still kind of like folklore. You couldn't see it in your face every day like you do now. So that's the social media aspect part of it.
I think that the reason why a lot of people are not getting married is because they're not seeing marriage. They don't whatever it is that you do, it begets more of it, right? So the reason why you see so many single mothers purposely having children out of wedlock is because you have a lot of single mothers purposely having children out of wedlock. You don't see a lot of people displaying to you what a successfully married person looks like, right? That's why, a lot of times when you finally see it, people initially want to reject it and they want to paint it negatively, or they don't want to accept it, or they'll say, hey, you the anomaly, because that's not what they're used to seeing. And so we are going to be positively influenced. I'll tell you, the Jewish community has no problem. They have the most wealth and they have no problem getting married. And it is standard for them to have a prenup, because a prenuptial agreement not only protects the man, it also protects the woman, right? And they don't have any problem with putting it in the prenuptial agreement. Okay, well, listen, if we break up, and it is very detailed. I got a friend that created, he's a Jewish person, and we were having this conversation about, I don't know, maybe 2 months back, but he was saying that the prenuptial agreement is agreed upon by the woman and the man. And one of the benefits of it is that they get to focus on building a family instead of being focused on fear of whether or not they're going to get divorced. I see a lot of people not getting married because they're fearful of divorce. That's not a thing within the Jewish community, because what happens is the woman is protected, the man is protected. They know exactly what they're getting themselves into. It is standard for them to have a prenuptial agreement. All a prenuptial agreement is a clear indication of what happens depending on when you guys break up, if you guys break up, right? So if you break up at this point, or you break up once y'all have a child or 2 children or whatever, then this is exactly what this looks like. There's no disputing. You're not going to have no long drawn out situation, all of that stuff. And so everybody is kind of, is standardized. This is the expectation of what it is, a part of being married. So now when they do get married, they're more focused on the family. They're more focused on this. They're more focused on that. They don't focus on what they're going to lose or what they're going to win, because they're more focused on themselves. And it is normalized to see people put together and carry the family, because the fastest way for you to build wealth is through a family. The fastest way for you to make sure that your children are stable is through a family. So they focus on the positives. They don't focus on the negatives. When I see people in a culture, it don't matter if you're black or white. I think they focus the majority of their time on what could happen, right? You could fail at a business, but I don't see any motherfucker telling you not to start a business. Businesses fail way more than marriages, but people ain't telling you not to start a business. They trying to figure out, okay, well, how do we get past the barrier of not starting a business or starting a business and failing? Or if we fail, how do we fail forward to where we can create our next business and figure out how to be successful, right? So it's all mindset. It's all about how you perceive it and what you're used to seeing and what you're used to being around. And I think that is the thing that then would generate more success. But most people operate out of duress. And so when you have that situation, people are always going to say, well, what would happen even if they ain't got shit?